like doing nearly everything, so it was a surprise and a great surprise at my age to be asked to do Jaques Rivette's film with Sergio Castellito, and to be asked to have the main part. Usually you're asked to play the grandmother or the mother or somebody's mother-in-law. And so I was lucky also because he's a rare specimen and he's a dinosaur. And he's one of the last of the Nouveau Vague, and I've done 3 films with him, so that he should ask me again with something like somebody saying, I love you when they're 80, because he's 80. And so I felt that it was a very lucky year. And this year I'll do Jacques Demy's son's first film with Agnès Varda, who is his mother. So with Mathieu, I'm going to do his first film in California. And I've been able, thanks to the repertoire of songs that I did, that I wrote myself, and also Serge's songs, I've been around the world once again to every country for the last year. And I've just come back from Haiti. And on my website, I think probably the first thing you come across is not at all about my activities as an actress, but more about Aung San Suu Kyi and fighting Total, who is the biggest company that's giving the money to the junte militaire.
Aung San Suu Kyi will be gone, and she'll be on a t-shirt. The marketing is good. Petrol's booming, generals wooing, trucks are looming in Rangoon.
I'll go to any other garage, I'll even run out of petrol, I don't care, I'll push the car. My mother was an actress. Her father and mother were actors. My father certainly wasn't, but he was a war hero and he was a social worker. So all the social worker stuff I get from my pa. And maybe Kate got a bit of that from him. And maybe Lou got a bit of that from him, actually.
All you feel is a pleasant warmth and happiness.
We do lots of emails. And very funny ones they are too, because whilst I was making the Rivette film, she was making Lars von Trier's film, and so she was saying, oh, well, today I've got to cut my clitoris off. And I said, what an exciting day. All I've got to do is to walk a tightrope. So it's great fun, because as they get older, then they're funnier and funnier. And they do have a great sense of humor, which means that Lou, I do textos every day, because she's on a film now, and Charlotte emails, and Kate is now such a great photographer, but I think she's starting to do her first realization for a portrait of a writer. And so I hope she'll get into movies, because she has such an extraordinary, visionary way of doing things.
Sous aucun prétexte, je ne veux avoir des réflexes malheureux. Il faut que tu m'expliques un peu mieux.
I don't know, I just find as time goes on, then you suddenly realize that you're no longer the middle of the picture. It's as if there was a painting and you're no longer the figure in the center of the painting. You're on the side of the painting, looking at the people in the middle of the painting. And in the middle of the painting are my 3 daughters. And when my 3 daughters are not there because it's a different painting, then it's other people in the world that I've met. Thanks to all the singing, thanks to all the concerts, thanks to going around the entire world.
Il nous faut du sucre en poudre. Et la voilà repartie héroïque pour 3 kilos de sucre en poudre un dimanche.
Je reviens pas. Vous me voyez le dos cassé avec les courses et vous bougez pas le cul.
Non, non. Ça t'aurait coupé le plaisir de souffrir.
And the acting, I don't think I was ever a very good actress. I was just sort of pretty. And my good luck was to meet people that thought you had some interest. So when I met Serge Gainsbourg, he thought I could sing. I'd done a comédie musicale in England with John Barry, but nobody thought I could sing because no one asked me to sing very high. And Serge suddenly wrote he was playing the Prélude de Chopin, and I could sing it very high, so I did Je t'aime moi non plus, an octave higher than the version that he'd done with Bardot. So by meeting Serge, it suddenly gave me a whole different career. I could have just been one of those pretty 60s girls that just stopped there. And then after that, I was lucky again because people were asking me to do films like Jacques Doyon that I would never have dreamed of going to Cannes or to go to the Venice Film Festival.
Je suis là pour m'excuser. M'excuser de n'avoir pas rendu visite depuis 15 ans.
It's very frightening to be in the theatre, but that's half the excitement, is to be so frightened because you've only got one go. When you do movies, you can have another take, but in that you really can't. So every night's as if you're going to die afterwards. You have to give everything that night. And the same thing with singing, it's exactly the same. With singing, you have a different rapport because you're able to do it like a mini interview with people. And you can get very close to people because you can talk about their countries, you can talk about them, and you can talk about what the song's about. And even if they don't understand French, then it doesn't really matter. It's a free country. Everyone can do whatever they like. But when I read the script, there were things I didn't like about Serge's father. And I gave the script to Jacqueline. And Jacqueline got a lawyer and she got them to change things that were frankly not true in the script. And Serge never had a revolver. He never used a revolver in the children's bedroom. And I said, hey, you know, this isn't really, you're calling me Jane. So I can give you all the anecdotes you want, and and they were very funny. And he said, but I'm not interested in your anecdotes because I'm making my film and it's my vision and it's a conte, it's a fable. So I said, well, if it's a conte or a fable, then you must write it in the title. And so he did, and I got a lawyer, and he called it a conte, a fairy tale about Serge Gainsbourg. And so I think it's great that it's been bought all over the world, that people will see Serge. For me, it gives me a fright when I see him in profile. You think it's Serge, then boom, it turns his head round, oh, and it's not him. So I'm not a masochist. I'm not going to go and see.
So you refuse to see it?
No, no, but I'm delighted he made it.
Je suis le poinçonneur délirant, le gars qu'on croisait qu'on ne regardait pas. Y a pas de soleil sous la terre, drôle de croisière. Pour tuer l'ennui, j'ai dans ma veste les extraits du Reader Digest.
In France, he's considered to be the greatest poet since Baudelaire. So he completely changed the French language.
Hey, c'est pas mal. Qu'on tu es?
There's been a before and after Serge Gainsbourg.
Arrête les grandes phrases, tu sais.
Est-ce que tu comprends pas?
Parce que c'est un peu mignon. On dirait c'est des choses que tu dis à toutes les filles.
But I think it's probably time for me to go into the background and other people, young singers, to sing his songs, and not just us old lot that used to sing them, even if I inspired them for the greater part of the most beautiful songs, really. I was very lucky. I had 4 long-playing records of some of the most beautiful stuff that was ever. We might have died there, you see, and we didn't die. What an extraordinary life is that.